Hey guys, welcome back to the TohirT channel. TohirT is here. I hope you had a fantastic week. Do you know what it takes to create a good YouTube video, a solid YouTube channel that attains millions of subscribers? Well, it's easy to point at someone like Marques Brownlee and say his quality of the videos, all the amazing tech that he has, the studio that he has, are all the reasons why he became successful. Well, I completely disagree, and in this video I want to pull the curtain a little bit and show you what it took Marques to get from that young kid who is reviewing the tech to that stardom and arguably the top tech reviewer on YouTube and globally positioned in the world. Weird way of phrasing it. I don't know. Anyway, let's do this. That's what you get when you're tired at the end of the week.
Alright, welcome to my first video. Bought a new laptop.
If you're on that path of finding the inspiration, if you're on that pilgrimage to figure out what habits help you achieve success in a particular field, well, check out this playlist over here or the card at the end of the video. Now, before we talk about how you could replicate Marques' success, let's touch briefly on who he is as a person and as a creator, since some of you may be hearing about him for the first time in your life. And well, welcome to the club. MKBHD stands for Marques Keith Brownlee in HD, which kind of a little bit also telling about the time of the internet when he started his career. Well, he's a creator who I admire greatly and who I look up to when it comes to his style and several different things that he does in his videos. And to not bore you with details or like some factoids that you can look up on the Wikipedia, I'll just give you a quick rundown of some of the interesting facts about him as a creator. He started uploading his videos in 2009. In the span of 11 years, he went from essentially a kid in his room making tech videos to 11+ million subscribers today. He got a Streamy as a creator of a decade. He has more than 1,000 videos and 2 billion views. This guy interviewed people like Will Smith, Bill Gates, Satya Nadella, Elon Musk, Kobe Bryant, Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's a real deal. He made it there over the years. He developed that reputation, and to this day, the videos that he produces about different tech are the ones that I personally and a lot of magazines and online editions use to point people to a decision whether they should or should not invest in a particular tech. And if you did not recognize him personally, I'm pretty sure somewhere in the past you have seen images or clips of videos from his reviews, because the crispness and the beautiful setup that he has around every single gadget that he looks at is stellar. It shows the love and respect that he has for his craft. And well, it's very easy to point to all of this, to point to his studio, to point to like thousands and thousands of dollars of the equipment that he uses and say that this is how he succeeded. Once again, I disagree, and I think there are two main things that contributed to his success today. So without further ado, let's talk on those two items specifically.
Alright, welcome to my first video. Bought a new laptop.
Consistency and disciplined execution. Wait, what? TohirT's talking about consistency and relentless execution? Yeah, I know, I'm back on my pony, but this is exactly the example that I want to bring to you. Marques have been recording and posting the videos for the last 11 years consistently. He published 100+ videos before he hit 100 subscribers. I think exact number was 78 subscribers by the time he hit his 100th video upload button. That's amazing. I love how he dedicated himself and he invested time like he had millions and millions of people watching every video. It was a consistent experience whether one person, 10 people, or 100 people watched his videos. I can very much relate to that approach. This is what it takes for you to show people the love. You show them the consistency. You show them that every week when they come back to your channel, there'll be one or a few videos for you on the topic of your interest. And this is why people come and subscribe to his channel. I take the same kind of approach to my channel when I look at you guys, and I have about 350 of you and 150 or 160. I'm already stopped really counting how many videos I have at this point on my channel. I approach every video as if I make it for one specific person who I truly care about, my friend who will really enjoy watching it. And I have to replicate that consistency over and over again from one video to another video, because people frequently dedicate 10-15 minutes of their busy life to your content, and there is small promise in that subscription to continuous improvement in the content for years to come. And that's a blueprint that I'm taking straight from MKBHD channel. For Marques, that's what took him from his bedroom to his own apartment to eventually one big studio, two, three big studios, and now this new studio that he essentially is like 3 or 4 times the size of his original place. He keeps improving, he keeps pushing forward. When it comes to you to actually replicating that approach, it's relatively simple. You have to look back at how you perform. Consistency matters. It will not be as effective when you perform at 100 and then you not perform at all, and then you perform at 100 and not perform at all, and you have these like spikes with any lack of pattern to them, where if you lower a little bit that level, maybe you perform at 80, but you perform at 80% day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out, people will recognize. Your clients, your customers, your boss, they will notice. So lower the bar. If you feel like you're struggling today, lower the bar just a little bit and make sure you hit it consistently. Then once you see that consistency in your performance, increase the bar just a little bit. Make sure you consistently hit that, increase it, consistently hit it, increase it, consistently hit it, and so on and so forth. You have to keep pushing the envelope, but only when you achieve that consistency level. And over time, you will notice how, whether you're in a blue collar job, you're in athletics, you're in arts, you're in business, people recognize, and slowly you move from that ground level to being at the pinnacle of your art, your craft, your sport, your business.
All right, welcome to my first video. Bought a new laptop.
The second habit we should all be replicating from Marques Brownlee is the attention to details. Yes, I'm surprising you with yet another replication of my own approach. I've spoken about attention to details before. You can see it in my photography. You can see it everywhere where I try to lay my hand, so to speak, on the project. Attention to details matter. It's funny how Marques is like perfect illustration for me of both of those traits, and he's almost like a kindred spirit when it comes to execution of both the consistent, disciplined execution, as well as that attention to details. And it's funny to look back at his videos like 6-7 years back and notice how he still uses a lot of the similar angles, ways he presents the objects, the gadgets in the frame, how he did it in past, but now today it's miles ahead in terms of the quality of the visuals, the details in the background, and you cannot move straight into that essentially place where he is today. He had to evolve over those past 6-7 years. He had to start at some point somewhere at the very base level and slowly evolve into that today's picture perfect approach that you and I might think is the pinnacle, where I'm sure Marques right now is thinking about how else he can push it a little bit forward. The best illustration of specifically his attention to details are his top-down shots on the products, and for that we have to jump straight into a couple of examples that I want to walk you through. This is example number 1. And the cool thing for you to right away notice is that at first glance, this is just a black image. There's not necessarily much going on besides the actual camera in the front of the frame. But slowly, if you start peeking around, you will notice how, for example, the red of this camera and the red over here, or even some of these parts on the color frame match. But then also within the same shade of red, you have this golden light given by this warmth of the lights over here, as well as, it's funny to look at it, right? Again, the attention to details, the red box, this is the name of the product, but that shows you how much he thought through this and how he made sure that these objects are not completely random. And even when it comes to the actual black color itself and different patterns, this cup over here, this part over here, a little bit of reflective panels on this black, and I don't know what it even is. It looks like a sheet of something. Not really sure, but it's black and silver, and it's good to play against black and silver of the camera itself. And even I'm pretty sure when it comes to the balance of the colors and color coordination, it was something that he thought through when he picked exactly the way he lit. And there's definitely some form of a light. Let me change the color to show you. There is some form of a light over here lighting on this section, and then we talk about this color gold over here on this side. So this is example number 1. Looking at another example to quickly touch on a few additional things using now a brighter image, a different kind of gadget. Again, easy things to spot is how the color purple is replicated, and if you spot it in the prior screenshot, he had almost exactly the same mug but in black. Now there is one in purple. Clearly he has a collection of them. And then since just having purple color will be boring, purple and yellow match pretty well, so he added a couple of yellow colors to it. Yet again, he did not stop there, and looking at this image, clearly he also spotted that it's a little bit flat. You have flat surface over here, flat surface over here, flat surface over here, not necessarily too much pattern. This yellow, what looks like a wallet, added some pattern, but the whole purpose of the case over here in this corner, the fact that the case added that pattern, there's a little bit of that material on it, this leather buckle thingy, which also browns plays well with purplish colors, so it's all within the same environment. And I liked how it's both looks aesthetically pleasing, as well as it does not necessarily, if we'll let me for a second erase all of these things, it does not draw too much attention away from the actual subject in the focus, which is the phone that he's reviewing in this video. Clearly those things are not by accident, clearly he thinks them through. And I got a glimpse of it, and I definitely recommend you check out one of the links down in the description below. His studio tour, as he was moving the studios recently, he went through a couple of different studios that he used to occupy, and in one of them he had that setup for this top-down shot. And it's amazing to see how he has different patterns, different colors, ton of different objects in different colors as well, and different patterns to combine and mix and match as he figures out what is the best way to show that product. This to me shows the love and dedication and investment of time. It's a lot of hard work. I've been pushing myself recently more than usual to pay attention to some of those small things, and as I show objects, I try different angles, I try different ways of doing it, because in past I would be like, hey, I have the camera, I have the background, I just need to like shove it in this camera and that's it, I'm done. Where this is a lazy approach, and if I want to push myself forward, if I want to show you guys, my subscribers and my viewers, dedication to this channel, I need to always push and step it up. But as I said before, I have to execute consistently if I go to that level. In your role, and it can be anything, you can be in sports and it's about making sure your form is correct when you're doing exercises. It's an art when making sure you add a few of those smaller details that might take a little bit of extra time. Or in business, even if it's like fonts and colors in your presentation are not matching and you noticed it and there's a lazy voice in your head saying, no one will notice, let's skip it. You should push yourself. You should make sure you're committed to that level of execution and the attention to details, and you fix those things. Because yes, chances are majority of people will not notice that attention to details, but overall project will benefit because it will augment and increase the value of the final product. And those people who will notice those small details, they will understand that whoever touched this project did it with love, dedication, and hard work.
Alright, welcome to my first video. Bought a new laptop.
Have you seen videos by MKBHD before? Do you think that those two key items are easy to replicate and something you can improve in your life? Or do you think there are other things that we should be paying attention to in his approach and replicate it for yourself to even increase and push that level of our game further? Share your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. If you've been on this channel long enough, you know I can speak on these topics forever ad nauseum. And the reason for them? They're simple. They're very easy to explain. And yet it takes a lot of hard work to execute consistently and retain that straight line. Things will get in the way. Emotions, laziness, other priorities in your life, they will all try to sway you away. And if you really want something, if you really want to achieve the success, you have to retain that straight line. And it will be hard. It will be tempting to abandon it. But as long as you keep pushing down that straight, the results will follow. Thank you very much guys for stopping by. If you're new to this channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and check out the videos in the backlog. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for stopping by. As always, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this video, and I will see you all next Saturday, 10 AM Eastern on this very channel. As I was thinking through this video, I realized by the time we talk next after this video, it's gonna be September. Yeah, 2020 is a crazy year and it keeps flying, so let's hope that 2021, which is almost now like peeking through the horizon, will be way better. And if not, we will make it better together. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.